DRA Global is a leading international engineering, project delivery and operations management group with an impressive track record spanning more than 3 decades. DRA Global's team of experts drive innovation through world-class consulting services and support clients across multiple sectors to achieve their goals in minerals and metals processing, mining, infrastructure, energy, water, industrial, operations, maintenance and shutdown services.
Welcome everyone. I'm David Dickson. I'm IBM's Global Industry Leader for Mining, Metals and Sustainability. It's a pleasure to be here at the Mines and Mets event. And what I will provide a spotlight presentation on is IBM's thinking around, as we progress towards digital mining, our concept of mining anywhere. And the ambition, as it suggests, is really to drive and realise your digital ambition faster and anywhere. And the point about anywhere is very much a nod, I guess, as we see it post-COVID, toward how we view moving from, I guess, the operations in place to what we call a virtual enterprise now, which is very much a hybridised arrangement between how we work on site, how we work between our homes and site, how we work between the headquarters, remote operations centres and so forth. And it is very much a case of now we are working in a virtual enterprise. So I'll run through a couple of, I guess, key points that I'd like to bring out about our IBM Mining Anywhere digital mining platform. And I think the first thing I'd like to bring out is that we are very much working across the mining space. We have a significant investment in the mining industry across tier 1 miners, many of the commodity spaces across diversified mining, into academia. And importantly, I think as well, we are very much embracing the notion that the mining industry, like every industry, is having to work much more closely with its partners and customers, downstream, adjacent industries, and in so much the notion of embracing the digital economy and digital platforms. For example, blockchain with our responsible sourcing blockchain network is a great example where we're starting to support the responsible sourcing of minerals from conflict zones such as the Democratic Republic of Congo. So some very interesting partnerships there. Shell, you'll see on the top right-hand corner, is not what you recognise as a classic mining industry company, but Shell is very much as part of its energy transition working with IBM in support of the mining industry in our collaboration called Oren, which is a marketplace, but also an interoperable digital backbone to support the hosting of services, the building of services, the integration of those solutions and services, the co-creation and also potentially net new business models in support of the convening of industry towards our net zero agenda. The other point, I guess, is that we do intrinsically, as part of our business model, and what we believe is our success factor is working with partners, very closely with partners in driving out market-making platforms. So ecosystems are very important to IBM, as they are to every other company. And we have some strong relationships and industry partnerships, associates and digital partnerships across the spectrum of mining. So moving forward, I thought I'd highlight how we believe that we, as IBM, start to make great impact into the mining space. And we have brokered that into 3 core areas, if you like, or pillars. First of all, the imperative of actually enabling data and understanding the value of data at edge and working with that data at edge, and then moving that up into the enterprise. So that is our position of hybrid cloud and AI. And then also moving is how we support literally from mine operations all the way through to the market and everything in between to support the activities of the mining operation. and then also how we support it from a services standpoint, really from ideation all the way through to full transformation services. So we bracket that as being our support of interoperable performance anywhere. And that covers systems, software, and services. So they're three, if you like, pillars of capability that IBM uniquely can couple together in order to actually deliver on our strategy. And I'll just provide a contextualization of that, if you like, and how we go about doing that. If you think about the first, I guess, important area that we focus on, it's establishing that foundation for mining and the digital mine, if you like, which is how we, as a responsible systems integrator, get the maximum value and return on your technology investment. We find a lot of mining companies have invested significantly in technology, particularly in the operational technology space, yet because of the change that's associated with the introduction of that technology, the digital literacy to adopt that new technology, as well as the learning and ability to start to work with that technology, coupled with the necessary integration of that technology, most mining companies potentially aren't extracting the value at that, even at that foundational level. So we work very closely to support a program of maximising the integration capability at edge, as well as up into the enterprise across the market to mine space. And that brings into bear our other system of works, which is our edge to enterprise, which is unique to IBM. We are leading the hybrid cloud and AI space. And this is where we work with our Red Hat capabilities with OpenShift, where we support interoperability at edge of data and shifting data between the various silos across the operations at edge, and then moving that up into a hybrid cloud. In other words, any cloud about which you can start to work with that data, create intelligent workflows, and start to drive out differential ways of working to change and add value. And this brings to bear our third system of works, which is our co-created transformation works, which again is all about taking that data through our unique IBM Garage, which is our innovation, if you like, our innovation engine, as well as very much our transformation services in order to maximize the speed to value of your new capabilities by working across your mine to market space that is now a solid foundation, having the ability to work from data from edge to enterprise with that data, understanding how you now drive new workflows, more intelligent workflows with the introduction of that technology. So this is a system of systems. So if we think about how this actually starts to materialize, we look at it materialize. If you think about the mine to market space, it is literally taking greenfield exploration data through to the engineering space and operation space across the commercial space and enterprise of those core functions, and making sure you get the maximum value out of those core functions through just better systems integration and understanding how to work with the data. Second to that is actually starting to introduce a program of transformation, as we call it, our value orchestration transformation, where we're looking at introducing new technologies, obviously scaling AI, not just having random acts of AI, blockchain, making sure that your data security is in place, ensuring that your edge strategy is in place, and critically that you have a hybrid cloud fabric to better support that maximum value out of those existing work and technology platforms, and then applying our work transformation layer, which works very closely in a co-creation environment, multi-skilled teams, to start to understand how, with this new technology, with this greater availability of data, we can start to drive out new ways of working. And if we think about that, we have developed up, 14 or more process platforms, new Industry 4.0 mining process platforms that we're working with miners and, importantly, as I suggested before, our ecosystem partners. This is a contribution of many to arrive at these new mining process platforms. It is very much a collaboration play. It's a mining ecosystem play. And at IBM, we believe we have the method, the systems, and the approaches to work in order to help you accelerate toward that position. For example, across the space of integrated asset, would bring to bear a range of different requirements, metrics, drivers, improvements to time to value and cost reduction, and of course a whole range of sub-initiatives that IBM can contribute to. But importantly, that also the mining industry broadly and our industry partners also are critical to supporting. So if we contextualise that view, my apologies, that view is we then also take that to start to deliver those platforms to be able to make commercial into industry, where we have, for example, with Shell, our net zero, Oren, our net zero platform, TradeLens, our logistics platform with Maersk, a responsible sourcing blockchain network where we start to make commercial. And if we think about that across the value chain, how those process platforms are looking, IBM is very invested in how we are supporting and building out those particular Industry 4.0 process platforms, those new market-making platforms across the value chain, from geology really through to mine closure. And we're invested across the space of Industry 4.0, B2B marketplaces, blockchain, and IBM Q network, our quantum network, which is really going to change the nature of the way we think about perhaps open pit mine design optimization, global integrated value chains and blending across those value chains for very complex optimization challenges, and new mineralization species potentially. So IBM has invested heavily. We have a range of significant investment across the space of those Industry 4.0 platforms, a range of solutions, and a range of capabilities that we're building out for our industry partners, and indeed achieving some great results, as this chart tends to suggest, a lot of detail in there. But the point about that is that we are working across the mining value chain to deliver our mine-to-market capability from edge to enterprise, supported by our co-creation to transformation services to deliver value consistently and build capability, working in collaboration and driving towards sustainable mining anywhere. Thanks very much. Ty, you can take.
DRA Global is a leading international engineering, project delivery and operations management group with an impressive track record spanning more than 3 decades. DRA Global's team of experts drive innovation through world-class consulting services and support clients across multiple sectors to achieve their goals in minerals and metals processing, mining, infrastructure, energy, water, industrial, operations, maintenance and shutdown services.